I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
Everyone, hello universe, it's me again. Shoutout sa inyo mga kababayan. Hello sa mga Marcos Loyalist Supporters Filipino and OFW. Shoutout po sa inyo mga beswa. But anyway guys, hatid natin sa inyo yung mga highlights ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. dyan sa Asian Summit 2025 sa Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Mga highlights ng mga pictures niya, yung mga activities niya. So dahil dyan, ito PBBM urged stronger ASEAN unity, regional cooperation. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. called for stronger unity among South Asian nation member state on Monday, expressing deep appreciation for Malaysia's leadership during this year's summit, which focus on inclusivity and sustainability. O, diba? Siya lang mayroon yan, mga bes. Ganyan si PBBM. Ito pa. Sabi niya dito, mga kababayan, sa ating pamumuno sa ika-16 na BIMP, EAGA Summit, muling ipinagtibay ng Pilipinas ang ating pangakong magdala ng kaunlaran sa Mindanao. Ay maganda po yan. Sabi ko sa inyo, si PBBM lang ang sakalam, siya lang nakafocus sa pagpapaganda ng bansang Pilipinas, pagpapalago ng ekonomiya, tutulong sa iba't ibang region tulad ng Mindanao, di ba? Pinagtuunan natin ng pansin ang mas maayos na physical at digital connectivity, mas malaki na agrikultura, mas aktibong turismo, at mas maraming oportunidad para sa kabataan. Tiniyak natin maramdaman ang progreso kahit pinaka-malalayong komunidad. Ayan. Kuala Lumpur Convention Center, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, 27 May 2025. Tingnan nyo. Wala lang siyang inaalala guys, kundi yung kapakanan ng mamamayang Pilipino. At siyempre, ang soberenya ng bansa na lagi niya yan pinagtanggol at pinaglalandakan sa buong mundo na ang West Philippines sa amin. Ay para sa Pilipinas lamang. Di ba guys? Itingnan natin yung mga highlights niya, ha? BIMP AGA Summit 25 para kanino ito? Ayan, sabi dito. Di ba nakita nyo? See? Di ba? Nabasa po natin na yan. Para sa mas mabilis na transportation at internet sa mga isla ng Mindanao at Palawan. Yan. Tulad po ng tawag dito, Bangsamoro, Tawi-Tawi. Yan, medyo kawawa sila dyan eh. At siyempre sa Mindanao, lahat-lahat na po yan. Ganun. Ka-concern, malasakit ang Pangulo. Mindanao at Palawan, ayan. Para sa mabilis na transportation at internet sa mga isla ng Mindanao at Palawan. Ayan. 'Di ba mga beswa? Ganyan si PBBM. Ayan Pagdating sa mga magsasaka, ay nako, number 1 priority niya po 'yan. Food security, nga sabi niya. Ayan Para sa mga magsasaka, mangingisda at MES na gustong lumago. Yung mga small guys, mga nagtitinda, dagdag puhunan. Wow. Ayan. Education naman ito. Para sa kalikasan, para sa kabataan, kababaihan, para sa kabataan, kalikasan, paano pahalagahan ang yaman ng Pilipinas. Siyempre, lalo na sa mga kabataan, kailangan kumbaga kompleto ang kanilang mga pagkain, lahat, education. Si PBBM lahat nakatutok siya dyan mga bes, sa totoo lang. Ayan pa. Ang kinabukasan ng Mindanao at kinabukasan ng buong bansa, you see. Sabi sa inyo yan lagi ang inaalala niya mga kababayan. See guys, ito pa. Ito naman, pinag-usapan namin ni Prime Minister Yun Manit ang mga bagong oportunidad sa AI, digitalization at advanced technology. Ayan. At ang kahalagahan ng pagsasanay at pag-unlad ng ating mga mamamayan pati na rin ng kalakalan sa rehiyon. Inaasahan ko lalo pang lalalim ang ugnayan ng Pilipinas at Cambodia. Ayan, Kuala Lumpur. Yan. ASEAN Summit yan. No? Sabi ko, mga sideline ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. Ayun. One-on-one, ano? Yan po ang Prime Minister ng Cambodia. See? At yun yung mga highlights. Ayan guys, ha? Siyempre, alam na nila kasi. Magaling mamuno ito si PBBM. Kaya yan. Saan kayo makakita niyan? Ito pa. Sabi dito guys, ayan ang source natin, ha? From foods and energy security to jobs and migrant workers, right? PBBM laydowns priorities at the Asian GCC summit that directly impact our nation. Ito yung mga highlights. Ayan. PBBM case, ASEAN GCC priorities that matter to Filipinos. It's all about Filipinos, guys. Sabi sa inyo iba talaga ang kanyang malasakit. Push for labor mobility and protection of OFW. Ayan. More than 2 millions of whom are overseas Filipino workers live and work in GCC countries. It is important for both regions to continue to provide upskilling opportunities and ensure that protection and promotion of their rights and their welfare. Tama. Diba? Sabi sa inyo buti pa ito, inaalala niya yung kapwa niyang Pilipino. Focus lang siya doon. Wala siyang wala siyang kinakatigan kundi ang mamamayang Pilipino at ang kapakanan lang ng bansa. Soberenya ng bansa, siyempre. Back halal, trade and more supports for MSMEs. Yung mga small negosyo, tapos bagyan ng mga dagdag puhunan. Establishing a mutually recognized halal certification regime will enhance trust, reduce regulatory friction, and create a powerful export platform for our MSMEs and agri-food producer. Sana, maiwasan natin yung palaging nag-i-import. Dapat puro export na lang. Wow. Diba guys? Ito pa. Push to keep sea routes safe and open for all. The South China Sea and the Arabian Sea over, sabi, vital sea lanes that serve as a lifelines to regional and international commerce. It is necessary to provide the freedom of navigation to guarantee unimpeded commerce and to protect the marine environment through compliance with established international law, especially on clause. See? Ay, nako. PBBM lang ang malakas. Ito pa. Shared the Bangsamoro peace success as a model for others. Our success in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao in the southern Philippines is the centerpiece of our country experience and build peace that can enrich the work of the United Nations Security Council. You see, lahat Grabe. Stood for protection civilians and helping war victims. The Philippines is gravely concerned over Israel's ongoing military operation and across the Gaza Strip, which have resulted in the continued rise of the death and civilians, including women and children, and further exacerbating their humanitarian situation on the ground. The Philippines calls upon all parties to adhere to the obligation under international law, with particular emphasis on the protection of the civilians, especially women and children, and the facilitation of humanitarian assistance to all those who are in need. Sabi sa inyo ganun si PBBM. Nasa speech niya yan sa video na in-upload natin. I think siya lang talaga ang mayroong ganitong klaseng panawagan, mga speech na ganito. Words of the wisdom talagang buo sa puso, no? Ito pa. Called for faster climate aid to help countries in need. Oh, you see? The Philippines hosting of the fund for responding to loss and damage will accelerate the unhindered access of developing countries to climate finance towards ensuring sustainable and inclusive growth for all. You see, mga bes, ay, sana all. PBBM lang talaga ang may malasakit sa mundo. Hindi lang sa Pilipinas. O, di ba? Ay, ito pa, mga kababayan. Ito pa, isinulong natin ang kapakanan ng ating overseas Filipino workers sa naging pag-uusap ko kay Crown Prince Sheikh Sabah Al Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah ng Kuwait. Grabe, haba pangalan ah. O, alam po natin sa Kuwait, napakaraming OFW dyan. Tinalakay din namin ang pagpapalakas ng ugnayang pang-ekonomiya at kooperasyon sa paggawa para sa mas maayos na kalagayan ng ating mga manggagawa. Tama yun. O, yan ang isa sa mga punterya niya yan, makausap niya yan, no? Si Crown Prince ng ng Kuwait. Dahil nga dito sa ating mga OFW na marami diyan eh, no? At siyempre yung kapakanan nila, yung safety nila ba? O, ito pa yung mga ibang highlights. O, di ba? Ay, yan pala. Matatangkad din ng mga Kuwaiti, guys, ano? O, ito pa. Oh, you see? Sana yung mga OFW natin sa Kuwait, shout out sa inyo mga bes. Trabaho lang, walang personalan, sabay ganun ano. Although maraming nangyayari ng mga iba na OFW, sana maging maingat kayo sa inyong work kayan, di ba? So ito pa guys mga ibang highlights ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. habang nandyan. Nung nag-uusap sila ni Crown Prince ng Kuwait, ayan. Pakita ko lang sa inyo. O, di ba? Mukhang mabait naman mga bes itong Crown Prince ng Kuwait. Wow. Diyan din yun ang mga gabinete, yung mga gabinete niya, kasama niya din po. Yan naman po ang discussion nila ni Prime Minister ng Cambodia, mga kababayan. Pinakita na natin yung mga litrato. Yan naman ito naman guys, ang President Ferdinand R. Marcos reaffirmed the Philippines' commitment to further strengthen diplomatic relation with Vietnam as he hold a bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister, Pham Minh Chinh, on the sidelines of the 46th Association of South Asian Nation Asian Summit in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on May 26, 2020. Sabi sa inyo guys pag si Pangulo sa ibang bansa, hindi na mawala yung mga sideline niya ganyan. This year is the 10th anniversary of the strategic partnership between the two nations, marking decade of the strengthening cooperation of the enduring friendship. Alam nyo ba, ito si Prime Minister ng Vietnam, nako po, pinupuri niya yan, si Pangulong Marcos Jr. Sabi niya nga, doon sa isang post guys, na magaling talaga sa mamuno si Pangulong Marcos Jr. Remember guys, pumapangalawa tayo sa Southeast Asia na growth, kumbaga pinaka fastest growth economy natin. Pumapangalawa tayo sa Vietnam, number 1 ng Vietnam kasi. You see? Malapit ito si Vietnam. Prime Minister ng Vietnam guys kay PBBM. Talagang ito, tulabang sobrang hanga niya sa kay Pangulong Marcos Jr. mamuno talaga. During the meeting, their meeting, President R. Marcos Jr. notes that senior diplomats from the Philippines and Vietnam are currently engaged in discussion aimed of elevating the two countries' existing strategic partnerships into a comprehensive partnership, sabi. He also emphasized that discussions are actively underway, reflecting the ongoing commitment to further enhance bilateral cooperation. Di ba guys, sa Vietnam tayo nag-i-import ng bigas? Oo, sa Vietnam. At the outset of the stock of the talks. At the outset of the talks, President Marcos Jr. expressed his condolence to Prime Minister on the passing of former Vietnamese President Tran Doc Long on May 20, 2025. Ay, namayapa. Ayan guys, oh. Oh, ito naman, ayan oh. On the sideline of the 46th Association of South Asian Nation Summit, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. hold a bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister sa Phit Tongkran, Shinawatra of Kingdom of Thailand at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center, Malaysia on 26, 2025. In a briefing by the President Communication Office, Undersecretary and Palace Press Officer, Attorney Claire Castro with the Philippines Media Delegation at the Asian International Media Center, she says that this is the first bilateral meeting between the two leaders. Their discussion center on the trade and economic relation, agricultural cooperation, and combating transnational crime, transnational crimes. Nabubulol ako eh. O, tingnan nyo yan. Ayan. Babae, mga kababayan, bata pa, bagong Prime Minister ng Thailand. Oh, I think lang sa mga, ano yan, mga 40 plus lang. Magaling daw yan guys, ha. Sabi sa inyo eh, puro sideline. Si Pangulong Marcos Jr. galing, no? Siya lang mayroong ganyan, ha. Shout out sa inyo mga bes. Ito naman mga kababayan, sabi po dito, on the sideline of 46 Association South Asian Nation Asian Summit in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. hold a bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister Sonickse Siphandone of the Lao o People's Democratic Republic. Laos ba ito guys? Hindi ako sure. Lao, sabi nga nun. PDR on May 26 yan. Ito na naman yung sideline ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. This year marks the 70th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relation between the Philippines and Laos, PDR. The two leaders last meet during President attendance at the 44 and 45 ASEAN Summit hosted by the Lao, PDR. Agay. During their meeting, they discussed areas of cooperation that the two nations may explore to the further strengthening diplomatic ties. O, diba guys? Ayan o. Dami kayang humahanga kay Pangulong Marcos Jr. sa totoo lang. Magaling kasi mamuno. Ang mahal na Pangulo. Ay wow, may regalo pa talaga. Galing. Oh. Ano yan? Mga herbal.
Whatever the President tells us, dun talaga ang direction ng Department of Trade and Industry. So, whatever he tells us to do, that's really what we follow. So, we're really very aggressive on everything that the President tells us. Go digital, go AI, make sure that the MSMEs are really well taken care of. Make sure that we're able to really push the products of the MSMEs as well as the products of the entire country, and to make sure that we really continue to take care of the trade and relationship between other nations. So we really follow the mandate of the President strictly. For ASEAN, importante ang DTI because one of the important things that we really talk about is trade. So definitely, napaka-importante ang DTI dito because we need to also see what are the trade opportunities of other countries that we can have with other countries and what other countries can also give to us. We need to also strengthen our ties. We also need to strengthen our trade. Kasi actually dito we discuss yung trade natin, no? How much we export to them and how much we import sa kanila. Definitely, napaka-importante ang digital economy for the Philippines, no? Of course, we are 7,600 islands and I always say this, no? Digital is really the way to go. I mean, a digital AI, that's really the talks now of the entire ASEAN. Even when I went to APEC, yun din ang talks, no? So we really need to keep up with the times and we really need to keep up with what's abreast globally. So definitely we will go digital and definitely AI will be definitely used by the Philippines urgently and aggressively. I really like bilateral because here we can really discuss all the issues, all the opportunities between two countries. And then it's also a good time for us to really strengthen our ties between both countries. So, maganda talaga itong bilateral. Then we can talk about what else we can do or what else we can trade so that we can really, of course, strengthen the trade and what other investments they can do, they can give us and we can also give them. Kasi investments napaka-importante for the president because it provides jobs aside from, of course, the income that it gives to our country.
So, yun guys, napakinggan nyo. Sabi sa inyo pag nasa ibang bansa ang Pangulo, hindi nawawala po ang bilateral meeting na yan at saka trilateral roundtable meeting. Always yan. Mga sideline niya na yan, nako, isa sa pinaka-importante sa kanya yan. Ganoon dapat ang mga leaders. Pero kung yung ibang leaders na gustong umupo sa Malacanang, na wala naman sapat na experience sa pamumuno, na walang ginawa kundi mangulimbat lang. Walang ginawa kundi paninira, walang ginawa kundi magbanta para patayin ang Pangulo. Di kayo naloka. Hindi pwede sa palasyo yung ganung klaseng na tao. Yung in short, bawal ang askal na umupo sa palasyo, guys. Yung ugaling askal, pangkalye lang, balasubas ang dating, bawal yun. Kailangan yung mga tao talaga na fully experience sa pamumuno at saka isa pa, classy, good, kumbaga very well mannered, hindi pala away. Siyempre, nilalarawan ko dyan ang Pangulong Marcos Jr. Mabait, mapagmahal, may malasakit. Focus lang sa pagpalago ng ekonomiya. Focus lang kung paano niya pagtanggol ang soberanya. Siyempre, ang kapakanan ng mamayang Pilipino. So, yun guys, ang aking pinaka-latest updates. Ayan, ang mga sideline ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. at mga activities niya. Thank you for watching. See you again on my next upload. Bye-bye-bye and babu. God bless Philippines.